What's up, guys? Reggie versus Alice coming to you with week two's update of gear in the saga of Warblade. How we have going on for my character, my main character, of course, Scared Lord of Warblade. Show you guys the gear. What was able to get 3 weeks in to TBC Classic. Actually, this is probably the 4th week. But this is the second installment of where we are as far as gear goes. So the big thing that we got last week was Thundering Greathelm, really pog helmet, 100 attack power. So it's like the helm. I call it the Helm of Endless Rage 2. It is super pog. You're not getting like raw crit on it. You're getting some agility. It's a 1.3% crit with 43 agility. Since they changed the agility, it's no longer 20 agility per 1 crit. It is now 30, which is a crazy number. I think it's 30 or 33, one of the two, but it's they nerfed it for warriors at least. It has 43 agility on it, and then it also has 49 stamina, which is super good. You slap the enchant on it, and you're looking at 134 attack power on one piece of gear. That is a stacked piece of gear. If you're not having any issues with hit, definitely go the helm, the Thundering Greathelm, same as the helmet of Endless Rage. Once you get hit cap, you're going to be going for this helmet if you don't have your tier 4 or tier 5 gear. So I'm super happy about that. I did a switch up. I finally spent my 25 badges on Choker Vile Intent. This is your phase 1 bis. Neck piece, 20 agility. Of course, it's only half, barely over half really. Percent chance to crit, 18 stamina, which you're always going to need as a warrior. Improves hit by 18, which is great. That's over 1% chance for hit. And then attack power by 42. It has 4 juicy stats. You need it all. Great investment. I was just being cheap. But now that I have over 125 badges just chilling in the bag, I spent 25 on the choker. Or else I would have had 150 right now. So it pays to run your heroics. You're going to be burning those badges in, I think, phase 3. Just stack them up now. And you might get some good raid quality gear by running those heroics. So that should be the play, running your heroics. Badges are just the plus. All right. Spotters of Dementia. So that's my bis. I put down my number 1 needed upgrade from raids is the shoulders, your tier 4 shoulders. Trying to get my 2-piece for a warrior, at least currently. I have no tier pieces yet. These dropped off of, I think, Sethic Halls. Yeah, Sethic Halls. Basically an upgraded version of your DTPs from Blackwing Lair. All those stats just slightly a bit skewed or improved. And that's pretty much it. And then this one just has defense rating instead of dodge rating for the DTP shoulders. Moving on, Drape of Dark Reavers. Like I said, I got this free in Kara, so I didn't want to spend badges on the Blood Knight cloak. Drape of Dark Reavers, 4 big stats that I need. Plus you slap on the 12 agility enchant. It brings you to 1% chance to crit, which is great. It's crit starved right now. 21 stamina, of course, agility on there. Hit rating, which I need. And of course, 34 attack power. There's cloaks that have more attack power, so it depends on just which one you get. Chest Guard of the Exile, very good. LaFleur, shout out to Gucci. Chest Guard of the Exile, like I said, I got this from the auction house. I'm waiting for my, of course, tier 1 chest piece. If I get that, cool. If I don't, I still got this. I'm good to go. I don't like wearing blues. Just same way I don't like, doing keybinds. So, I'm going to get flamed for both of those, but who cares? That's my play style. This is how I play. I get the job done in the wild. This is how I choose to play it. Don't like blues. No matter if they're phase 1 bis. I don't give a fuck about that. I want purples. That's how I roll. Chest Guard of the Exile. Have this. Slapped it on. Good to go. Till I get tier 4 chest. Moving on. Crafted these myself. These are really good black Felsteel bracers. They're near bis. There is better bracers that drop in raids, but of course, if you're not raiding, you find these in the auction house. They're worth the money. I can craft them on Deviant Delight. So if anyone plays there, hit me up. Moving on, Grips of Deafness, of course, is one of the few phase 1 hands that have expertise. If not, probably the only one. But unless you're talking about the quest green that you get in Netherstorm, right? But this is an epic that has expertise. It has 60 attack power, which is right, which will equate to about 30 strength if it has strength on it. 29 agility, 34 stamina, and then you slap the 15 strength enchant for another 30 attack power slapped on these bracers. So that brings it up to 90 attack power on your hands. Definitely good. Plus that expertise is what you need as you try to get close to your expertise cap. All right. Lionheart's Girdle. This drops off Heroic Ramparts, the last boss. 3 big, DPS stats, a little bit of defense rating on it. You would want, of course, crit. There's better ones, of course, again, that drops in raids. This is, of course, your pre-raid this, or close to it, I should say. Works great for me. I don't want blue. Fuck those. I'm going to stick with this. Moving on. Really pog for the Vanquisher's Like Place. It drops off Heroic Mechanar, Pantheon, the last boss in there. So if you can pull a group through that, it is a tough instance. You may get rewarded with these. I'm going to have these until I get my tier 1 legs sometime in the future. Maybe a month from now. Whatever. But in week 4, I'm definitely happy to have these. All right. Adol's Command. So I switched up my rings. So you guys, I'm going to show you guys all my rings. These are the ones I have equipped right now. I chose this because, of course, now Horde, we can get Kings. Kings increases your base stats by 10. So Adol's Command, 29 strength. That is what I'm looking for versus you get like a 52 attack power. Now that's not a, this is stronger, but this, your Karazhan rings gives you much needed hit rating, which I don't have with this, right? I do not have that. 27 stamina, attack power by 52. It doesn't have crit, right? So that's the only negative, is it gives you a big chunk of hit, but it doesn't give you crit. This one gives you, about 0.5% chance of crit. So you're looking at it like that. Same thing with the Shapeshifter Signet. Honestly, if it didn't have expertise, I wouldn't have even equipped this ring. It doesn't have hit, it doesn't have any type of attack power at all. No attack power, no strength. But what it does have is big 20 expertise rating, which you need right now, as I'm super expertise starved. And you do want to build that just like you build hit in Classic WoW. So you're kind of building both right now. So this one, unfortunately, is equipped. It's going to be your phase 1 bis. If I didn't need the hit, or if I didn't need the expertise, I would go with another ring. I have plenty to choose from. You have your Violet Signet. This is, I think, the revered version. I'm always going to keep Band of Icy Depths because of the underwater breathing. Don't have to worry about it. My defensive rings here there for slight tanking. And then I have my Band of Exorcist. This is the PvP ring you get from Stonebreaker Hold. So I got 4 epic rings in phase 4. I think that's way ahead of the curve. So I'm definitely satisfied with it, but you just swap them out as you need. Big Dig Trinket number 1 is your BB, or your Bloodlust Brooch. Very hard for me to say that all in one word. I just want to say blood. Anyway, but that's what it is. 72 attack power. And then on use, so every 2 minutes, you get attack power by 278 for 20 seconds. Very, very pog. It is your phase 1 bis. I'm still looking for my Poison Vial, because it gives me 35 hit, which is amazing. That's going to be so good for me, because that's going to put me over hit cap, and that's going to be perfect. Then I can swap items as needed. So can't wait to get the Poison Vial. We just need Romeo and Julianne, Romulio, and Julianne to proc or give us that event in Kara. Haven't seen it yet. And then the last trinket, of course, is your Abacus of Violent Odds pre-raid bis. Attack power by 64. So when you're slapping on this, 72 and 64, you got a shit ton of attack power, just static, which is great. And then, of course, you can boost your haste rating for 260 for 10 seconds. Wish it was 15 or 20. It'll make this trinket a hell of a lot better. But 10 seconds, you do it in like a lust phase or something like that, you're good to go. Other trinkets I have, this is still working, which I did not expect. Dark Moon-Car Heroism. So when you're farming, you still use it until you can find something better. Badge of Swarm Guard. This is the best trinket I have. And the reason why is in phase 1 and probably phase 2, you don't have too much armor pen. But this classic item gives you armor pen. So of course in phase 5, phase 6, warriors get a shit ton of armor pen gear and armor pen weapons, right? So this kind of gives you that in phase 1. That's why I was saying, out of all the trinkets you can get in classic WoW, this is the most important. Nothing scales in TBC better than this, as far as from classic WoW, than this Badger Swarm Guard. Every 3 minutes, right? Every 3 minutes, warriors upon cleave fights can be top DPS by far. Yeah, this competes with, I'll say this competes with the Warlock's Seed of Corruption. That's how much damage it does. When you time it with your cooldowns and with your Whirlwind or your improved cleave, you can do the same amount, if not a little better damage than the Seed of Corruption from your Warlocks. Now, of course, Warlocks are just pressing one button. You've got to time things up, but I'm able to do 1.1, 1.2k damage right along with those Warlocks in 5-mans and some heroic trash pulls or heroic fights or raid fights that have multiple mobs, right? Very good trinket, like I said, from what I'm seeing, this is the most important trinket you can get from Classic WoW. It's still usable at level 70. I've heard that it parses high with parsers. I'm not a parser at all, but Badger Swarm Guard, super good trinket. Every cooldown I have it up, ready to go. Then you get the Violet Badge from Karazhan. I think there's going to be fights that you need to use this where there's going to be a high amount of arcane damage and stamina. So I always have it on me just so I can swap to it. If we wipe to something and it's high arcane damage, I know I can just swap this on and have a better chance of surviving that fight. It's going to have its use. So just haven't experienced it yet. Yep, and now of course you always rock your Insignia to Horde. You can use this at any level. You can use it at 70. There's no diminishing returns on it. It's great. Weapons, I have a ton of weapons. You have your Decapitator, so I have an axe set, I have a sword set, as I'm on a role-playing PvP server. Decapitator, 20 strength on it, super high. This is my most top-end weapon I have. 92.1 damage per second, 312 top-end damage. Very good axe. I always combine it when I'm with the Warbringer. Of course, Warbringer is fast speed. It is kind of a tanky weapon, but you can use it in your offhand. One thing I love about TBC is that you can have tank weapons that normally be main hand only in Classic WoW. You can have them in either hand, which is great. It provides better utilization of the weapon. So, I should say utility. Anyway, 81 damage per second, 190 top end. It's very good swift offhander also. Yep. Moving on, Thunder Fury, you still have that. Thunder Fury with cleave fights tests very well. Vindicator's Brand, have that. Of course, this is Aldor Exalted. Very good in either hand, really. If you keep Wind Fury, it's even better. If you don't, it's decent. Most folks are running around with this as it is easier to get this if the weapons aren't dropping for you in Karazhan. I can't relate. The weapons drop for me, everyone. It's awesome. All right. Millennium Blade, you get the epic version of this in Medusa's Terrace in phase 5, if I'm not mistaken. So just look out for that. Same model, epic sword. Blink Strike, like I said, I got this off my second boss in Kara, basically, ever. I was extremely lucky. On my server, I did see it go for 5K. I know Sarth, shout out to my boy Sarth, got it for 4K on Whitemane, or wherever his rogue is now. He's 1,000 different servers. I was able to get it for free. So to me, this is my best weapon that I have. Right now it's in your main hand. When you get main handers that have better top end DPS, you can just switch it to your offhand. As long as you're getting that extra chance to get an extra proc of attack, you're going to be using it. I have Mongoose on it. Mongoose costs a ton on my server right now. But you never unequip it, basically. I'm going to have either a sword or axe that's going to go in the main hand. And then boom, Blink Strike goes in the offhand, and it's amazing. Yeah, I will never unequip it in TBC. Basically how I did in Classic WoW, I had my Thunder Fury in my offhand forever. I did not go for the other swords. I just wanted my Thunder Fury and my Greathelm, and I got it. Those were my goals. Now, like I said, Blink Strike was not a goal. I didn't come in with any goals. Didn't come with any goals in TBC. I was skeptical of even playing this game. I'm having a blast. Now that I got Blink Strike, like I said, the Wild God shined down on me with the holy light. So now Blink Strike will just go from, once it's done being my main hand, it'll go into my offhand, and I will never unequip it. That's pretty much it. Yeah. And then also, I got the King's Defender on my 3rd week of Kara. So like I said, in Kara, there's always weapons that drop, at least for the ones that I'm in. I know that's rare. I've been having a good time with it. First week was Blink Strike. First week was Blink Strike and Fool's Bane, the big Pog Chunker Mace. I got that first week too. I don't have it on me right now, but I got both of those first week. And then the Decapitator dropped the 2nd week, with Super Pog. And then the 3rd week, King's Defender dropped. Crazy. So I've been using this in my offhand as it has a fast attack speed and plus gives me some hit that I do want. Slap 20 strength on it for 40 attack power. Good to go. Yeah. So those are my weapons. The Fool's Bane, of course, is in the bank. If I had Dragon Ball, I would kind of pair those together, as like I said, I'm on a role-playing server. I like to pair axes with axes, swords with swords, and maces with maces. That's how I play. Didn't ask how you guys play. Play the way you want to play. I'm going to play over here because I know people are going to be in the comments chirping on Reddit. I don't care how you guys play. Just play the way you want to play. Don't interject on me. I won't interject on you. Everything will be peachy. So that's the update. And let me know what you guys think of the gear. I was basically using the Eternium Greathelm as my DPS. Even though it doesn't have any agility or crit on it, it's doing pretty good. And then this is going to be, of course, a tanking helm. And then my DPS helm will be the Thundering Greathelm off of our first kill of Mac Theranon. So that was good. No one else needed it. I said, hey, it gives me way more agility than I had and 100 attack power. I'm not going to scoff at that. It's way better than turning this into 2 void crystals. Even though void crystals are worth big money now, I can use this way up into phase 2. So that's the gear. I'm looking to make right now my Storm Helm. So of course I'm a blacksmith. I have a couple of rare items right now. Storm Helm, I'm trying to make this, as you guys see. So I'm off in Nagrin to farm some primal water. Then I will craft the Storm Helm to try to get some more money for that flying mount. So that's kind of the project that I'm on right now, is crafting this. I also craft, of course, those bracers that I'm using right now, the black Felsteel bracers. Crafted another one of those for sale on the auction house. And then that's kind of how I'm doing it, raising some money to try to get flying, epic flying. And that's it. So let me know what you guys think of the gear. You guys can list what gear you guys got in the comments below. Of course, sub to the channel, twitch.tv Reggie vs. Solace, YouTube Reggie vs. Solace, Twitch and Instagram, all Reggie vs. Solace. Call me RVS for short. Let me know what you guys think. And if you're rolling on DV Delight, send me a tell in game and we'll do some boosting together. Talk to you guys next time. Be amazing.